Mike-Klis joins us now. And Mike, Black Monday has also been a busy Monday for the Broncos. It seemed like every time I refreshed Twitter, you were adding a new name for coaching candidates for the Broncos, ones that they'd reach out to. I have 7 so far. Can you break it down and let us know who you think might be the leader in the clubhouse?
Most people seem to think Dan Quinn is the leader because of those 7, he's the one who's been a head coach before. That was with Atlanta. Almost beat the Patriots, blew the 28-3 lead in the third quarter. A lot of people think him. Kellen Moore is exciting. He's an offensive guy an offensive coordinator for the Cowboys, who are #1 in scoring and #1 in total offense, which is yards. I'd like to see the Broncos take a long look at him. 4 offensive coordinators, including Eric Bieniemy of the Chiefs. Good to tap in to see what the Chiefs are doing. Nathaniel Hackett of the Green Bay Packers, the only one the Broncos can interview this week. All 7, Rod, are in the playoffs, and Hackett's Packers have a first-round bye, so that's the only guy that they can interview. And I'm sure George Payton will go to Green Bay for that interview.
Payton said he was going to be thorough. He is certainly proving that so far. Mike, I mentioned that Brian Flores was fired this morning, a move that I think surprised many. Any chance the Broncos reach out to the former Dolphin quarterback?
They had him. He was one of their 5 finalists when they hired Fangio 3 years ago. They were really impressed with him. And you're right, he had a lot of success, and it was a surprise. But what I had been hearing throughout the years, there was people weren't happy going to work with the Miami Dolphins. And Flores kind of made it a tough atmosphere around there. He didn't get along with people inside the building. And I think that's a big reason. It hasn't come out publicly and probably won't. But a big reason why is Brian Flores just didn't get along with people, both above him, his bosses, and some of the players also. So that's why the Dolphins decided to move on. Given that, I don't think the Broncos go there this time.
That's interesting news. Finally, Mike, George Payton, looks like he got out of Dodge at the right time. Minnesota today got rid of their general manager and their head coach. Payton obviously close to those two. Any chance he brings them aboard?
He's got to be careful that he doesn't turn the Broncos into the Vikings West. He's already brought over some people. Kelly Klein from the front office of the Minnesota Vikings, who's been a great addition, and a couple players. But you don't want to turn this into the Vikings, especially when what have the Vikings done? Really, they haven't been to the Super Bowl since the Bud Grant days. So you have to be careful there. Zimmer was a heck of a defensive coordinator before he was an average head coach. Spielman he may feel indebted to because he gave him the job and was his assistant for 14 years. Maybe as a consultant type role for Spielman, but otherwise I think George stays away from his Viking buddies.
Good stuff, Mike. Thank you very much. We'll have more on the Broncos tonight at 9 and 10 o'clock.